Hello, this is Julie from Camelia Crafts Designs. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's the first time you've come across me. A big thank you to everyone who has subscribed and been liking and commenting. I really do appreciate it. And if you like what you see, subscribe. I'm aiming to make at least 2 videos a week. I've not really settled into particular days yet, but I will do in the coming weeks. Anyway, if you have watched me before, you'll know I made a basic soft cover junk journal. So let me unplug my Alexa, she's flashing green. She's got a notification, and we really all don't want to hear what I've been buying from Amazon, do we? So yeah, I've been doing a soft cover junk journal, just a pretty basic one, and I'm doing it in an Edith Holden theme. And I'm doing the embellishments as much as I can from that Edith Holden Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady book. Again, if it is the first time you're seeing this, I'll just quickly show you the book. If I can grab it. Come here, book. Got you. This is it. As you can see, I've taken this one apart and started using bits out of it. So we'll put Edith back over there. There you go, Edith. Yeah, so we're going to make some book page pockets and tags today. I've gone ahead and made a couple. I've used some of the pages in the book that are the more boring pages, the less popular pages. I've used plain text pages, and this one, it was actually a page with dead leaves on. So I've fussy cut them, I've renamed them Autumn Leaves, and I've made this from them. So that goes in there. We're going to put some little charms on there. I've got some out. We'll do all those together when I've made the third pocket. So I've just laid them up with some book page, tea-dyed paper, bit of doily, bit of lined designer paper. And I quite like that. That doesn't say dead leaves to me now, that says autumn. Which the book I'm making is not on a particular, it's not the theme of a season, it's just Edith Holden. And that was in the book. The other one I made was this. Again, I've used doily, tea-dyed paper, lined paper, a little quote. And I don't know what that flower is. The tag is a daisy with another quote on. I got the quotes from KellyscraftsbyKelly over on Etsy. She's just brought out a new kit, and it's got, I'll show you one of the pages. They're just all quotes. As you can see, there are the ones we've used. There's some larger ones. There are a couple of pages of tea cards, a couple of pages of floral images. There are even a few hexagonal images on. I don't know, I did start fussy cutting some. Let me just check I've not put them in this little pile. I've always got a pile of ongoing things on my desk. Look, I've been making snippets. No, I don't know where they are for a minute, but this kit is worth it just for the quotes. To be honest, the others are a bonus. So yeah, check that out, KellyscraftsbyKelly. I will put the link in the description below. So we'll pop that back over there. Right, so I've showed you the pages and the tags. I've gone ahead and made one up and I've sewn around them. They're the ones I'm going to decorate. But before I do that, I'll just show you quickly how I make the book page pockets. It's quite simple. I've cut this page down. It's one from November and it's got the woodpecker out back. He's a gorgeous bird, but it's not really, I can't see what I'd use him for, so we're going to fold him up and put him inside a pocket. Poor birdie. So yeah, I've got this. I've cut it down. I've left it the full length of the page and cut it down 6 inches. So that's the page width, but we're going to turn it round and it becomes the height of our pocket. And then just turn it over. I just fold it in. I'm not measuring at the moment. The first one I make, I do completely random. The two I've already made, one's 3 3/4 and one's just over 3 1/2. So as long as it's somewhere within that range, I'm quite happy. In fact, it don't actually have to be. I don't even know why I'm saying that. So I'm just going to put my ruler over while I squash one down. Yeah, that's going to be perfect. I'll just fold that back so I can line the bottom up so I know my pocket's going to be straight. Fold that one over. There we go. What did we end up with? Oh, that's nearly, it's exactly in between the sides of the other two. Couldn't have done that better. Just grab my bone folder, like a nice... You don't have to sew these, to be honest. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to punch out a little semicircle. Grab my chompy punch, as I call it. I'm going to use the edge which has got the least writing on. Just place it like that. And there you go. I've not inked the other two, and after I've finished them I don't know if I'm going to ink them. I just think you can see the colour of the paper. It's aged on the edges. I might just leave it. We'll see. First we're going to glue it together. So I'll get my glue stick. I'm going to use this one. If I were not going to sew this at all, I'd perhaps use a stronger glue. But I will sew this. Let's get something to lean on rather than doing it in mid-air. If I were on my own I'd do it in mid-air, but you won't be able to see it. So pop a bit of glue down the edge of that one, and then down the edge of that one I'll just unfold it while I do that. So, a little bit on top as well. Fold that back in, that over, move your glue base, and there you go. That's it, it's done. And then I just did a straight stitch around there and there. That's your book page tag, sorry, pocket. Now we're going to do the tag. So I will get I'm going to get a sheet of coffee dyed paper and another sheet of the book. This is December this time, that's just got text on it. Now again, if I were going to sew, I'm going to sew these, so I'm going to use glue stick. Where I'm not going to sew them, I'd glue them with stronger glue. First thing I'll do is cut my book page down to the size I want. The other tags are 3. I know the pockets are slightly different, but we know the 3-inch wide tag fits. So I'm going to do a 3-inch wide tag. Cut some of the cream off the bottom. I'll cut the wonky edge off. I'm going to flip it again. 3-inch wide I said, didn't I? So again, that will make a 3-inch wide tag, and I do the tags the same height as the pocket, 6-inch. They will stick out a little bit, but I like that. So that's my tag. I can make 1 or 2 more out of that. Put that to the side, do that another time. Then get my trusty, what we got today, Morrison's card, to cut the corners off. It's a brilliant tip. I don't know I saw this off, but it's fabulous. I do have one of those We Are Memory Keepers corner chompers, but it doesn't do such a deep one as this. It's okay when you're doing smaller tags. I've said how brilliant this is, then I can't do it. There we go. So that's the basic shape of the tag cut out, and then because I'd be sewing it, I go just all along the tag with some glue stick. I'll show you what I'd do if I'm not sewing it, because I don't sew everything. Just some art glitter around the edge, it's not rocket science. Ooh, a bit wobbly with this glue. Lost my pin already. Oh, there it is. I'll put it back in after I've stuck this on paper. I picked this sheet because it's got a big wrinkling that I don't fancy ironing out. I'll put it down here. If I pop it down this bottom corner, we'll only have 2 cuts to make, won't we? Well, we'll still have 4 at corners, yeah. Can't count, Julie. Pin back in. Wow, first time. I'm shocked and amazed. Then get my big chompy Timalt scissors. Everything's chompy today, isn't it? Do you think that's because I'm hungry? I'm going to just cut roughly around it first. I'm going to turn my light up a little bit because it's gone a bit dark outside. You can tell me off if I'm dazzling you. Ooh, that's too bright, isn't it? I'll leave it as it were. That's not good. It's not as dark as I imagined. So I'm just going to cut round there. I'm using the actual book page as a guide for cutting. Excuse me. drink of tea. That was lovely. Some more there. Oh, we've still got one to cut, haven't we? Cut that one. There you go. And then what I would do if I was sewing it, I'd get my little piece of lace trim that I've used. I'll just get this over again for reference. Little piece of lace trim. I do glue it slightly because that helps it not move when you sew it. I tend to end up folding them over with foot on the sewing machine if I don't glue them. So just glue it on and stitch around. Right, so that's that. So let's pretend I've just then taken those to the sewing machine and stitched around them, put my little bit of lace on, and there you go, where we have it. So I'll move those out of the way, and here we go. These are the ones, oh, I've left the tails on them from this cotton. I'll just chop those off, because I've been known to collage them in. There we go, that'll do. Right, so collage time. What I've got for the collaging is, as I showed you, I've got the labels. Put that out of the way. What did I use on that? Some tea-dyed paper, which I've just put away. So we'll get that back out. Tea-dyed paper. A bit of doily. I think I've got the rest of that doily. Oh, that's one piece. I'm sure I've got a bigger piece of doily. There we go, a bit of doily. What else did I use? Oh, some lined paper from an Arty Maze it were. So I've got some pieces of it there. I thought I had half a sheet somewhere. Do you know, I thought it was so organised for this video. Wrong. Oh, here it is. That's the half a sheet. I'd got that out before and then I didn't use it, so there we go, half a sheet of that. So let's put something on. I'm not going to do it exactly the same as that, but I'm going to use the same background. So even though the tags have got different images on, they're on a theme. So a bit of book page first. Just start random ripping. I like to rip all my straight edges off. I don't like using straight edges a lot. I have been known to in the past, but I don't often. And that's gone a bit too... You know, if I'd wanted to rip a nice rectangle, I wouldn't have been able to do it. But hey ho, let's try and get this one a bit more random. And it's wanting to be really good. Oh, that's gone a bit better. You could use a tear ruler. I do sometimes. I might have done on those. I can't remember. I made them a few days ago. Right, so I've got a few there to choose from. I've already got some line ripped up. That's too big. That's too uniform. That looks like a boot. So let's rip another piece off. Oh yeah, see, I've used tear ruler there, I think. Let's try that. Oh, I don't mind a bit of white, but that's really taking it a bit far, isn't it? That's looking like a better piece. Yeah, I'm liking that. I think that's the piece I'm going to use. So a piece of that, piece of book page. Don't know how I'm going to arrange them yet. I've not decided that. This is where twiddling them about a bit comes in. Don't want that. Now I can really tend to overthink this, so I've got to not overthink it. I'm liking that. And a bit of the doily. I just like to use these edges. Where's that? No, don't like it. I seem to want to like it up there today. Yeah, I like it up there. I'm happy with that. I like that. So I'm going to bring in my ink. I'm using the Tim Holtz Distress ink in Vintage Photo. Just a little bit of inking to get a bit of definition. I like it. You know all this. I'm talking people through things they already know how to do. I once did an advanced driving test where you have to talk yourself through what you're doing. Or when I used to teach people, if I were giving a demonstration, you'd talk yourself through everything you were doing. And it's just something that sticks with me. I'll do it when I'm in the house on my own. Yeah, it'll be like, I'm just going to the kitchen, I'm going to open the fridge door, I'm going to take out the milk. I will put it down next to the kettle, etc. You really don't need me to go on with that, do you? I think you've got the point. The point is, I like to talk. So I can't remember how I had them, so it might change this. In fact, do you know what? It just did. I really like that edge. I want that on. But then I don't want that sticking up, so... How did I have it before? I liked it better before. That was there. Yeah, that was there, so we saw that edge, didn't we? Right there. Didn't we have that top, didn't we? Yeah, I liked it better like that first time. And that went there. Underneath. Did it? Yeah, I liked that. I'm sticking at that. So it's time to grab the glue quickly. If I want my own, I don't do it so much now, but when I was trying to improve at collage and get faster, when I got to that point, I'd take a photo so that I could then know where I was going to glue things. So I'm going to grab my glue stick again. I'll peel those two off. Grab my glue base. It's not even a glue base, is it? It's a piece of paper from back of a label that I'm going to lay it onto glue. I do the thing a lot of people, I think Gail Agostinelli, I saw it first with. She uses a book and she glues her pages together ready for projects. Now I do that, but I have got so many book pages glued together, it's just not funny anymore. There's a limit in to how many book pages you can use in a lifetime. Oh, did I ink? Yeah, I've got it racked front. Thought I'd inked it. So I'll come in and glue that one. I'm going to fold that in on itself again. I've not given it time to dry. I mean, these would have been going in bin anyway, so I might as well get some use out of them before they end up there, haven't I? Sometimes with bigger sheets, I will put a little bit of, this glue. Art glitter or a similar acrylic glue just around edge. Or sometimes I use the Yes paste. I do like that, but it's a bit of a faff, isn't it, having to clean a brush to glue two things. If I'm having a big collaging session, then I'll use the Yes paste. It seems worth dirtying a brush for then. It doesn't seem worth it when I'm just doing one tag on a pocket. Where's my dry baby wipe gone? I'll get another. No shortage of dry baby wipes in this house when kids open them and then don't close them, and yeah, leave them in a radiator when they really should fill the sink with soap and water instead of washing with a baby wipe. Teenagers are 13, so they're at that age. I'm glad they've already reached age where they realise what deodorant's for. Oh. Then we have that one. Yep. I'm going to turn this totally inside out again now. I really like to get the pound of flesh out of these. This glue stick I'm using, by the way, this glue stick I'm juggling with, should I say, is a Scotch. I like this one. It does seem to be permanent. I actually ordered them by mistake from Amazon once, so it's one of them happy accidents, I would call it. I'm going to bob that there. Right, here we go. Now we'll get something out to put on it. I don't tend to do that till I put the background on, because I start fiddling around with it all on and then I just don't know what I'm doing. So that's my scrap box. Oh, I'm going to use that. So we'll keep that out. It's the spider web ribbon again. That's the lace that I used for the tabs. So bob that out of the way. I've just got a few of the Edith. I keep wanting to call her Edith. Edith Holden. It's all those H's. We're not good in Yorkshire with H's anyway. I tend to just not bother with them. Right, I've already got a bird fussy cut, but I don't want to do. I've changed my mind. I don't want to do a bird. So I've got here some pages. Some of these are actually from a different book. It's How to Build a Butterfly Garden, Edith Holden. That is available on eBay. I've big trouble doing eBay links, really can't manage it at a minute. So you'll just have to search for it if you want it. Oh, I've got a I might use the butterfly on this. We've got to have one with some colour on, haven't we? And I've got some more images. Do you know, I think I'm going to use that. What's that? Blossom of Holly and Maple. I'm going to use that on a butterfly, methinks. Yeah. So you're going to get to see me fussy cut. I am not the world's greatest fussy cutter. I'm quicker than I used to be. Best tip I ever saw is keep your scissors still and move your paper. It will like, whoa, light bulb moment that way. Again, I don't know. I don't know who said that. I watch lots of people. I've been to lots of different classes. And I can't remember who said what, to be honest. As long as it sticks in my mind and I remember to do it. There we go. Oh, one thing I didn't mention earlier. When I showed you these, Kelly has got a Facebook group called Journaling with Junk and Digis, I believe it is. She has got some amazing free digitals. It's like they're brilliant. They're on a par with the ones she sells in her Etsy shop. She does some little mini, they were just about mini kits. Free. It's a lovely group. I'm not one for being good at keeping up with groups and things. And they're really lovely, really friendly. You've not been on for a while. They don't treat you like, oh, she, chiming back in. Yeah, it's really good. I like it. You treat like an old friend, whether you've been there yesterday or whether you were there last month. So it is my favourite group at the moment. When groups get really big, which I have a feeling Kelly's is going to do, I lose track with what's going off in them. I really do. I have honestly got the world's worst memory. Here's one. Do you know, during lockdown, I was doing a lot more walking without a handbag. So I just transferred my bank card and my money to a smaller purse that I got, so it just fit in my pocket. And I totally forgot I'd done that. So I had a mass clear out the other day in my dining room where my desk is with my printer and everything. And I found my old purse. I'd forgot it even existed. Sadly, it had no money in. But how can you forget you own a purse? That really is how bad my memory is. I'm the kind of person who can forget what step comes next when you're making a cup of tea. Got to a point once where you've mentioned, I think I've got Alzheimer's. But it really is true. If you think you've got Alzheimer's, you haven't. Oh, it's an awful disease that I've known people who've suffered. And friends with family members. Would not wish it on my worst enemy. So I'm not trying to make light of it, but yeah, I seriously was worried I'd got a memory problem. But no, it's just age. They reckon. Is that okay? Right, I've nearly done. I told you I'm not the world's fastest fussy cutter. At least I don't try to be quite as perfect as I used to. I'd be like literally half an hour cutting this out, trying to make the gaps around all the leaves absolutely perfect. And you don't need to. Again, it's another reason I love junk journaling. It's not that there's more room for error, it's just that it's not expected that everything will be perfect. I'm not even going to bother cutting that bit out. No craft knife required. Look at mess I've made all over everything now. I'm going to save them bits in my scrap box. If they're big enough to get a 1-inch circle punched out, I save it. Right, so I've got that now. Oh, no more fussy cutting. It's like watching paint dry, isn't it? I'm a lot faster with butterflies. I had a bit of a spell on butterflies, everything. In fact, I think I've got a couple of little butterfly journals in my shop at the moment. Everything had to have butterflies in it. If butterflies weren't theme, it was still having a butterfly on it. And you know, to be honest, I don't like butterflies, they're a bit creepy. If a butterfly comes near me, I act like it's a wasp. And wasps and bees don't tend to bother me so much. I'm going to cut its feelers off. You can't be messing cutting around them. Life really is too short for that, isn't it? People who iron might bother with that. I always say life's too short to iron. That's it, life's too short to be wrinkle free. Right, there we go. So they're the bits we're going to use. I'm liking that already. Because we've got a flower on it and we've got a butterfly on it, we can be a little bit more... We've got more choice over which of these little quotes to use. As you see, I did prepare some earlier as well. Love is like... My eyes are so bad. Love is like wildflowers. It's often found in the most unlikely places. I don't like that one. Not for this. Many eyes go through... I can't read it. Many eyes go through the meadow, many eyes go through the meadow, but few see the flowers in it. I'm terrible. I needed to go to opticians at the beginning of lockdown, and I've still not been. I am wearing my glasses, believe it or not. I can see better in the morning. It gets worse as the day goes on. I'm just falling apart, aren't I? I think I need rubbing out and starting again. Right, get my ink out again. Just going to put a bit more on that. I think it needs a bit more. There we go, a little bit more. Again, this, I am not very precise with how much ink I put on these now. You don't have to be. Just a little bit, just to make it stand out that little bit more, and you're sorted. We'll ink the butterfly while we've got the dabber out. There we go, that's all done. And I'm going to stick this one on with art glitter glue. It's too intricate to be messing about with a glue stick. If I put this on the table, I can do it quicker as well than doing it in midair. I just do. Oh, it's gone a bit bunged up. It's because I never put my pin back in. I'm terrible. I've used a glue stick and the lid's not on it. Why would it be? I think first video I used a glue stick in, I took lid off and it were all dry. And I says, oh, that'll be because I've left lid off at some point. Yeah, I've done it already. Then something will happen, or kids will shout you and you'll go and do it. Or someone will come to do and you'll decide to do something else before you come back up. And that's it. You've lost an inch of glue sticks, it's all dried up. Right, that'll do. Squiggly, squiggly. We will pick you up. Right, I'm not sure which way that's supposed to go. I don't know if that were hanging from a tree or... I don't know, but it's not now. Now it's going that way. I'm going to just raise it up a bit, leave room for my quote. Grab the dry baby wipe again. And just dab it down. Grab my little quote. A bit more art glitter. Set them a bit better when it's not. Oh, I've just forgot to put something on. Remember, around the others I put a little piece of this spider web ribbon. So I'll stick that to there. I'm going to cut that quite roughly. There we go. I've now got glue all over my fingers because I actually did glue this on with this 3-in-1. Grab the 3-in-1. I'm going to put it on through the spider web and onto the card. And then you're gluing two things. You're gluing 2-in-1 with a 3-in-1. Lid back on that. That's one thing I don't leave the lid off. I am quite good with that. And I will pop. I think I'm going to... I don't like that elbow bend, as I'm calling it. So that's going on there. Is it straight enough? Enough being the operative word. It's straight enough. Right, find the butterfly. Oh yeah, that's going to be lovely. I like that. Let's put some art glitter on the butterfly. I'll do this one in mid-air. It's only small and easier. That flower were a little bit intricate. Do we want him there? No, we want him. I will have him there. Balances it out better having that there. So he's just either flown off or he's just about to land. There you go. Oh, I like that. I don't know where that came from. I have got a bag of Edith Holden bits from previous projects. So that's that. That's the pocket done. Very happy with that. What we like for lights, yeah, I can still see. So we'll bring the tag in. What we're going to put on the tag now. I don't tend to put as many embellishments on the tag because I don't want them to catch when they're going in and out of the pocket. We've got another flower here. And that's more. No, that won't do. Ooh. Ooh. I think I want that. We've got to have some colour on it, haven't we? Yeah, this can be the one of colour. So I'm just going to roughly chop that out. And then I'm going to fussy cut it quicker than I fussy cut last one. I promise. In fact, I've started fussy cutting up here instead of just random chopping. There we go. I'm not going around all the tiny little intricate bits. Like we say, life's too short. And I'll just randomly chop the rest it way up. Still alright? Can you still see what I'm doing? It's gone pretty dark outside. I think this will be perfect size on this. Oh, speed fussy cutting now. And I've seen people do it a lot quicker than this. It's only paper, isn't it, though? If you do it wrong, if I chopped a petal off, what would I do? I'd stick it back on. I'd stick it on tag, wouldn't I? It's not end of world. I think sometimes we think, oh, I can't do that, it might go wrong. And what's that? What's consequences of it going wrong? You've lost a book page. Oh no. If you don't try, you'll never know. And it took me quite a long time to start thinking like that. And it's junk journaling that's helped me do that. I used to make cards. It was like, oh, everything's got to be so spot on, so perfect. That border must be 1/8 of an inch all the way around perfectly. You must line it up. I've even got tools to line things up perfectly. I've got this thing. I must have paid £20 for it just to help you layer perfectly. So it's on shelf. I'll show it you. Yeah, it's on shelf, she says. That. Look at it. All these little 1/8 of an inch marks, just so I could perfectly line things up. It's just gathering dust now. So if I ever want to know what 90 degrees is, I can use it, can't I? So yeah, I've got out of that perfection mode when I'm crafting. Again, another reason I love the junk journaling. I very rarely write in a journal, but I like to make them. I'm one of these people who started a diary every year and got to about March when they were younger. Right, oh, that's not bad, that, for fast fussy cutting, and it fits perfectly. I like it. Let's give it a bit of ink. Like I said, I don't mat and layer on this tag because I don't want it to catch when it's going in and out of the pocket, as I keep saying. My voice is going. One of my daughters has had a little bit of a cold this week. Just a runny nose and a bit of laryngitis. Her voice has started to go. And I think it's now come my way. Had a few nasty children at school, assuming she's got something she hasn't got. I'm not even going to say the name of it, because we're all sick of hearing of it. But I just think, go home, educate yourselves. Oh, I love that. That's lovely. Right, art glitter on this one again. In fact, I'm going to do a little bit of glue stick on the broader bits. Yeah, sorted. And some art glitter. I'm going to hold it up this time. Art glitter around the edges. If I miss any, I can always stick it back down later. Then you won't die of boredom watching me put glue on paper. Ooh. Pretty quick that way. And then we're going to put a label on, so I'm going to offset it just a little to one side. I like the flower part being in the centre as well. Dab that down with my dried out white. Oh, I like it. And we'll grab another quote. What does this say? Oh, wow. I can't believe I'm trying to read another one. I'm not the best at reading cursive writing to start off with. Yeah, do you know what this one says? Something about flowers. I'm going to pop it on. I'd be able to read it in the morning. Right, I'm not putting any of the spider web trim behind this one on the tag. I'm just popping. I think it's got enough on. Sometimes less is definitely more, isn't it? Where do I want that? I always tend to want to put them to right. I don't know why. I just do. Yeah, I like that. So that's that. Let's bring the pocket back in. Ooh. One finishing touch that we need. Just let me move some of this collage stuff. Put the lid on my ink if I can find it. And we'll just bob the charms on. Because they do really finish them off just perfectly. Oh, look, I found lid off a glue stick. That's one less job to do later. So I'm going to bring in these charms. I wasn't quite sure what we were going to be decorating these with. So I brought in some butterflies, flowers, even an apple, feather, leaves, a couple more flowers. And I've just got some little bulb pins. So I think I did have a butterfly, did I? I'm sure I had a butterfly. Can you see a butterfly? Why didn't I get a butterfly? Am I mad? Where is it? No butterfly. We'll put a flower on it then, yeah? That one can have a flower. Let's bring the other ones in that I've made. That one can have a flower, I think. A different flower. I've got a big flower somewhere. I really wanted to put a butterfly on that. I'm going to get another butterfly out. Just 2 ticks. When you've got your heart set on a butterfly, it's got to be a butterfly, hasn't it? There we go. Here's my box of flutterbys. I can even choose which flutterby now. Not too big, I think. Oh, I like that one. Yeah. We'll have that butterfly. So that one's going to be a butterfly. Let's pop it inside. Let's butterfly for that one. I'm going to have a flower for that one. And the leaf one, what do you think we're going to put on that? A leaf. But it's which leaf? I think that might be a bit small. I don't know, because they're big leaves. That's a strange leaf. I like that one. That goes with it. There we go. So I've just got these little bulb pins in a, is it antique bronze colour. You can put a little jump ring on if you want. I don't always. Sometimes I do. I can't see to read words today, so chances of me seeing to put a little jump ring on are like slim to 0. So that's the flower. Just finishes it off. I like it. Grab another bulb pin. Pop the leaf on. there is one more thing we need to do anyway. I nearly forgot because I was saving it for last. If you haven't watched the whole video, you'll miss out on this one. It saves me so much time. Let's put this butterfly on. And there we go. I don't know why I do these in sets of 3. I know I sell them in my shop in sets of 3, but I'm putting these in a journal. So why I've done 3 is anyone's guess. 3 is the magic number apparently, isn't it? I'm really struggling with these fiddler bits with my eyes being a bit wonky. Do you know these might look really rubbish? Right, there we go. Right, one more finishing touch. Because we've made these outer book page pockets, the others are okay because we've got tea-dyed paper on the back. You can write on that, but you can't on this. So I've got this stuff. I love it. It's self-adhesive Kraft paper on a paper backing. You can get it on Amazon. I think it's 50 sheets at a time. Again, I'll link it below for you. So, let me check my light. I'm putting more light on now. If it's too bright, I do apologise. But it had got way too dark then. This weather's not good. So, I'm going to grab a ruler. Do I want my ruler or a tear ruler? Do you know, I can't even decide on that. I'm umming and ahhing. I'll get a tear ruler. I've got my plastic one. So we know that is 6 high by, was it 3 3/4-ish? So I'm working in English today. In inches today, not English money. So between the stitching is 3 1/4. So if we make it 3 wide and 5 1/2 high, I'm thinking. So we need 3 of them. About 3 wide and 5 1/2 high. Here we go. Are you ready for this quick change I'm going to do? This could all go wrong. It's going to be like taking a tablecloth off a table and leaving cups on. To flip my mat, it's got inches on the other side. So I've just done that in inches. Here we go, as if by magic, centimetres turn to inches. Ooh, wish I could turn water into wine. That would be a better trick, wouldn't it? So first I'm going to take my edge off because I don't want a straight edge. So I'm doing it kecky-handed, aren't I? Do it that way. Sometimes I'll take a bit more off and use that edge on something else, you know, to put under something I'm matting. Don't matter if it's perfect anyway. So how long is that? That is, do you know, get an inch ruler, woman. Get a ruler with inches on. 8 1/4. So we want it 5 1/2 high by 3 wide. So we'll get 2 out of that, won't we? So we'll make that 6 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 inches on my mat. This is how I do the measuring. Line it up with 6-inch mark and tear. And we're going to get 2. Oh, we've got 2 straight edges to take off first, don't we? So I have to do them that way around. So like I said, we're not looking for perfection. 3 inches wide. I'll start from that thick line. 1, 2, 3 inches. And I'm going to tear again. I'm just going to do one of these now because you really don't want to sit and watch me tearing paper forever. I'll show you what I do with it. Did we make it 6 inches? 5 1/2, did we, Ek? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/2 inches. So it goes there. And then I'm going to tear that bit off. Now it's 5 1/2 inches. I'm going to grab ink. I don't want a lot of ink, so there should be enough left on my sponge. Just get a little ink. Right, now this backing can be hard to get off when you do this, but I just, there you go, get my nail on the corner, start to peel. I don't peel it all, otherwise I get in a right old tangle with it. We'll use this one, and that is going to go on the back there. Again, don't have to be perfect, we're not looking for perfection. I've made that a little bit too long. I forgot about that. Oh no, that lace is not stuck on there, is it, you silly woman? Pull that out. Oh look, it's perfect. Didn't forget anything. There you go. Looks like you've stuck a bit of craft paper on, which you have, but it already had adhesive on, which saves so much time, so much wrinkling, so much stress. So I love that stuff. Again, I'll put a link to it in description. So there we have it, 3 tags. 1 tag, and we've got a total mess on this desk. This is how I normally craft. See, I'm not behaving for camera anymore, I'm just reverting to type. I'm a messy crafter, what can I say? I get there in end. I'm quite happy with those. So we've got the autumn leaves, the random flower. That I think could do a bit of colour on. I think what I might do on that is, I think I will. In fact, I'm going to fussy cut another butterfly and plonk it there. And I might even put an acorn on that. It'll make all the difference. If I do that, I'll show it you at the beginning of my next video. But anyway, thank you for watching and joining me. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Yeah, hit the bell button you need to hit to get notified of my next video. And like I said, I'm going to try and do at least 2 a week, 2 to 3. I know I'm not settled on which days yet, but I'll get there. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you. Bye.